Hi guys, I am Catherine. I am back with another book review. And this time I'm going to be reviewing The Exorcist by William Peter. And I'm pretty sure you guys either read the book or seen the movie. I watched the movie, I've seen the movie, and now I've read the book. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about the differences and the similarities and the things that they kept out of the movie, just because the movie runtime would have been too long. Okay, let's get started. So The Exorcist is about a girl named Regan who has a mom who's an actress, and while she's filming, her daughter starts to fall ill, and they think it's hysteria and nerves, but as her symptoms get worse and worse, her mom starts to realize that that isn't her daughter, and she thinks that she is possessed by a demon. Like I said, I've seen the movie first and then I read the book. I recommend you reading the book first and then watching the movie, but the book was great. Obviously, the book was good. It had very similar themes very similar scenes that were in the book were in the movie. What I liked about the book, it goes into detail about the father, the priest, who does the exorcism, who helps with the exorcism, and him really trying to figure out if she's really possessed or if she's just faking it. But in the book, in the movie, they really don't go into that a whole lot. It also shows him trying to gather evidence for the church, so he can get permission to do the exorcism. And also there's an investigation going on. Her mom, one of the directors died, and the director was in Regan's room when she was possessed. So the theory is that Regan pushed him out of the window and he fell to his death. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers if you haven't seen the movie or read the book. Fair warning. So, like I said, this is very similar to the movie. The book just goes into more detail on him trying to get the exorcism done for her, and he's also a psychologist. So he first goes to see her as a psychologist, not a priest, and the mom pretty much is begging him to do something because this isn't her daughter, basically, because she knows it isn't. And I like how she said in the book, I think I was also in the movie, where she quotes that if you give me the same daughter, the same smell, the same everything, I would still know it wasn't my daughter. And that kind of really struck a chord with me, just because a mother's instincts are usually always right about their children. And a couple of the scenes in here were pretty scary. I read this when I was working. I read it with the audiobook. And the author who wrote the book was reading who did the audiobook. I really enjoyed the audiobook and the book a lot. But I think for me, since I saw the movie first, I would rather watch the movie. That's just me, obviously. I have the director's cut, so it has like the deleted scenes in there, but I've also seen the original one that's not the director's cut. But like I said, it sheds a lot more light on the priest, on the family, on everything. In the book, the priest ends up dying. Well, two of them end up dying. One dies from a heart attack, and one, in order to get the demon out of Regan, the demon goes into him and he jumps out the window and dies. So, and it was like that in the movie. The only major difference between the book and the movie, it's detail. It goes into more of the priest's backstory. It goes about his mom, how his mom died, and how he's struggling with it, and how he's losing his faith in God. And I enjoyed the book just because it shed more light on him trying, and him going back and forth between she's not really possessed, she's faking it, and he doesn't want to make matters worse by doing an exorcism for Reagan. He ends up doing the exorcism, and in this book is tragic because both priests end up dying, but she ends up living, and the demon is out of her. And in the book, they say that once the exorcism is completed and the demon is gone, usually they don't need a second exorcism. Usually that's just one time and the demon never returns. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed the difference between the movie and the book. In the movie they put a lot of things in there. They just weren't able to elaborate more on it, just because the movie would be too long. But yeah, I actually really recommend both of these, the movie and the book, to read. If you haven't seen the movie, read the book first and then see the movie. But I did it vice versa. I saw the movie first, then I read the book, but I didn't know it was a book, even though in the subtitles it says it was based on a book. I just really never paid attention. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading it. Really enjoyed the audiobook. If you're like me and you like listening to audiobooks, the audiobook was great. Like I said, the person that wrote the audiobook was the author that wrote the book. So it was really good. I had no issues with it, nothing like that. And I just really enjoyed it. It was good. The book I'm reading right now is The Butterfly Garden by Hotch Dutchison, and I am done with it. I read this in one sitting, but this will be in a different video, and I will talk more about this. But as always, you guys, please like and subscribe my channel if you like my content, and feel free to comment down below if you have any questions for me. I have no problem answering them. And as always, you guys have a great and safe day in quarantine. You guys have a good day. Bye.